of the day to you out there. We're happy to know you always keep a date with us on this program. This is A New Edo is Rising, so let's keep rising to greatness together. I am Favor Ozuwa, your host.
Our stitching time, they say, saves 9. On the program this week, we are glad to inform you that Governor Monday Okpebholo took a decisive step on security and how it affects his people. The latest is declaring war against kidnapping by commencing the demolition of buildings belonging to kidnappers and their accomplices. This decisive action aims to send strong message to perpetrators and follows the signing into law of the 2025 amended laws prohibiting kidnapping and related activities. The first building to be demolished is the 3-bedroom flat in the Ile community, Epuma, used by kidnappers to detain their victims. Firearms and other dangerous objects were recovered by the police. Governor Monday Okpebholo emphasized that this move is part of his administration's efforts to rid the state of criminality. He was represented by his security aide, Ahere Paul, and Michael Aneto, head of the task force, who addressed newsmen shortly after the demolition on Wednesday.
We are here because this house, they have been using it to keep victims of kidnapping, and in the process when the police came to raid this house, 2 arms were found.
Well, this is a hard out for the kidnapper. They kidnap, they keep the victim here. And this is a warning to all the landlord and landlady. Before you give your house to anybody to rent, you must verify who is that person and where he's working.
A deterrent to others. Anytime you are keeping a tenant in your house, you have to profile that tenant. Suspect we apprehended, and the other one is from Uromi. In fact, the other one owns his house in Uromi.
After we leave here, we are going to Uromi now to also bring the one of Uromi down.
Residents have expressed satisfaction with the demolition, citing the positive impact on the community safety.
It's a good development to the state government because it's a lesson to others, so they should learn from this one.
Now so it will be. Make me free for bush. Now for me they go. Now for my life pass.
A suspected kidnapper confessed to involvement in a 7-man gang.
Me, I will be a Pama Ferris, and this person promised with a demo college with Shegun. We can become a boy. So we kidnap. We don't kidnap.
Now him lure me to kidnap. I never kidnapped before. He come and meet me for her. Say, you know, Sabi drive. Make me come to help and they drive.
Governor Okpebholo's bold step demonstrates his commitment to boosting security in Edo State, fulfilling his campaign promise. The amended laws provide for severe penalties, including the death penalty for convicted kidnappers, the confiscation and demolition of properties, and severe penalties for accomplices. Still on safety and security, Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo has vowed to bring perpetrators of the 21st February killings in 7 communities in Ovia Southwest local government area of the state to book and restore permanent peace to the area.
So they just attack us because of our product. They have been doing it before. I arrest most of them to the DPO of Igubazua, in which their father, they come to me that they want to settle that this thing will not continue again. But yet, they cannot stop it.
Governor Okpebholo, on assessment visit to the communities, promised to facilitate the establishment of a police outpost in the area to prevent future attacks.
What has happened is criminality. We, as a government, will go after them. You will live peacefully in this land. Individuals can go after a community. Look at houses. People have lost their lives just because you want to steal. We will go after them wherever hiding. We must make sure we bring them to book.
The governor, however, urged them to maintain peace and not take laws into their hands, noting that government presence and development will be felt without mincing words.
Maintain peace as you are maintaining it now. We will send you some relief materials, and we will still come here to work in this place so that you will feel the presence of government in this land. We have already made an arrangement, as we have already started sending soldiers, police, Air Force. Come and stay here with you people.
Governor Okpebholo also met with leaders and members of Gbelebe community or neighboring Ijaw community, where he sued for peace and urged them to live peacefully with their neighbors and promised development to the area.
What the executive governor stands for is for peace to reign in the environment. He has started by directing that we should have a joint force that will be stationed in this general area.
If you look around, you will know that peace is very, very, very important. I thought I was coming to a community where maybe I will see 2 or 3 houses. But this is a very big community. No road, no light, and people are carrying out criminality. First of all, we should be thinking about how do we have road in this land? How do we have light in this place? How do we develop this place? We should not be thinking of how to kill each other. But I promise you people that whoever that has done this, we will go after them as government. We must bring them to justice.
On their parts, leaders of both Madoti community and Gbelebe community noted that the conflict arose as hoodlums tried to steal crops from farmers in Madoti farm settlements and were repelled by newly formed vigilante in Madoti.
Those who escaped came to this village and we harbored them. We went to religious leaders and spoke to them. Then they opened their churches for us to accommodate those who were escaping. So if it is all the Jaws that are involved in this fight, we wouldn't have done that.
They complained that the hoodlums have been engaging in stealing of farm produce for a long time and pleaded with the governor to do all he can to save lives and property of the farmers.
Your presence here today has bring succor, has bring relief, has bring hope to the residents of this place.
Moving on, Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo has expressed readiness of his administration to collaborate with the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, to tackle disaster management in the state. A new Edo has risen crew were on ground to cover the event.
The governor, who received NEMA delegation led by its director in charge of South-South Zonal Directorate, Godwin Tepiko, said his administration needs to partner the agency in preparedness to tackle any disaster in the state. Governor Okpebholo said his administration is proactive, as such will not wait for disaster to happen before tackling it, but rather will plan ahead, especially at this season, to protect the people of Edo State against disaster.
Your coming is very timely, especially at this season, because a lot of disaster is awaiting us, especially this period. You have made some points, and those points are very important. You have also talked about hosting the commission. So these are areas that we need to sit down and look at it carefully, then give you a timeline. So when we can also let you know, yes, come, so that we can have a discussion before the event is properly.
The director in charge of South-South Zonal Directorate, National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, Godwin Tepiko, said he is in Government House on a courtesy visit to familiarize himself with the governor as the head of disaster management in Edo State. He thanked the governor for the support given to the operation office in the state, which has helped them to be efficient and effective in disaster management in Edo State.
Your Excellency, sir, we also want to inform you that it's important that there is collaboration, because disaster management is a multi-stakeholder, a multidisciplinary endeavor. and no one agency can do it alone. That's why we are happy that the state has been able to make it possible for NEMA to have an operations office in the district. We are very grateful for that. And in doing that, Your Excellency, we cannot do it alone. We have stakeholders that we work with. And these stakeholders, critical of which is the State Emergency Management Agency.
Away from natural disaster prevention and safety of lives and property of its citizens, you will agree with me that technology will never replace great teachers. But technology in the hands of great teachers is transformational. That is why Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, early in this week, said his administration is ready to partner with relevant organizations, bodies, and agencies to promote sports in the state and catch young Edo citizens. Governor Okpebholo said this when he played host to a telecommunication company led by its general manager, consumer segment, Mr. Idowu Adesokan, who were in the government house. A new Edo Has Risen crew were on ground to also cover the event.
The governor, who was happy to receive the telecommunications organization, appealed to the organization to help spread their network to Irrua in Eastern Central. He said his administration is ready to support the CHAMPS program, which is a track and field competition set to discover outstanding athletes from schools across Nigeria.
We are happy to receive you here. I want to let you know that MTN is, just as he said, everywhere you go. I also want to make an appeal because in my community we don't have MTN's presence. If you can do that for us, we'll be very, very happy. I've been partnering with MTN for several years. We've been doing businesses together. And I want to let you know that whatever you want from us, we will support you. I will talk to the Chairman Sports Commission to liaise with you, and also the Commissioner for Education. So I will also promise you that I will be very much your grant. So we are happy, and I believe doing this in Edo, you will never regret it.
The leader of the telecommunications organization, Mr. Idowu Adesokan, said he is in government house to introduce CHAMPS, which is a grassroots program to bring athletics back to the forefront in Nigeria.
MTN has come today to what we say we've come back home with a program called CHAMPS. CHAMPS is a grassroots program that we develop with our partners to bring athletics back to the forefront in Nigeria. And when we started CHAMPS in 2023, Edo State, Benin, was one of the places we started with then. And it was very successful. That's why we repeated it in 2024. We didn't come to Edo State, then we went to other cities, other states. Now we are back in Edo State. You will say, why Edo State? We've noticed that Edo State is a state that is focused on athletics. It's a shared and common goal that we have. And the more reason why we see that when they do the federation, the athletics program in the federation, Edo State National Sports Festival. Edo State is always, top of the table, one of the tops of the table and all that. It shows the kind of investment over the years.
The Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has threatened contractors handling ongoing projects across the state to step up and work according to specifications to meet agreed deadlines of projects or risk termination of their contract. Governor Okpebholo, who embarked on an inspection tour of some roads and drainage projects in the state, was not happy over the execution rate and frowned at the slow pace of work, especially at the Orio Zolwa community, where residents complained of the slow work done by the contractor, who are always never on site. Governor Okpebholo, who personally inspected the thickness of the drainage at Orio Zolwa community, was not pleased at the specifications of the drain, instructing the contractor to do the right thing or his contract will be revoked. He said Delays in executing duly signed and funded contracts would not be tolerated by his government because taxpayers' monies and resources must be properly, effectively and efficiently utilized. Also in the week, to identify, support and show solidarity to the International Women's Day celebration, the governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has approved a soft loan of 1 billion naira for Edo market women. This is in compliance with the theme of this year's celebration tagged Accelerate Action. Not just a mere slogan, but a call for urgent inclusion and collaborative efforts. The governor noted that we can actually do nothing as men without the women.
Since I assumed office as governor of Edo State, this is the first event that I see as colorful. Very, very colorful. So that is the significance of women in our midst. We can actually do nothing without women as a man. That is why when I had a memo before me presented by the Secretary to the State Government, I quickly approved the sum of 1 billion naira as a soft loan to the market women. So I believe very soon, the process is ongoing. We are talking to First Bank for disbursement. The money is ready.
Sequel to this, the Coordinator Office of the First Lady, Edo State, Edesili Anani, commended the governor for taking decisive steps in ensuring that no Edo woman is left behind in the quest for equal opportunities and justice.
I am proud to recognize that His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Edo State, distinguished Senator Monday, who just gave us some accolades as women, please give him a round of applause, has taken decisive steps to accelerate action, ensuring that no Edo woman is left behind in our quest for equal opportunity and justice.
As we draw the curtain for this edition of Keeping Up with the Progress of Okpebholo's government, let's be reminded that action is the foundational key to all successes. That is why whenever, wherever the name Monday Okpebholo pops up, anywhere, anytime, action comes to mind. Until next time, keep believing, keep striving, and keep witnessing the rise of a new dawn. I am Favor Ozua. Bye for now.